What's going on, everyone? How's it going? Welcome back. Happy Friday to you all. I'm over here in Upland, California on the corner of D and 1st Avenue to show you an establishment that's been in operation since 1990, Molly's Super, and I'll also be talking about the historic home that it occupies. So without further ado, let this vlog begin. The tale of this historic home begins with William Boyd Stewart and his wife Mary Stewart. William Stewart was born in Titusville, Pennsylvania, who moved to Upland or North Ontario at the time in 1880. In 1896, he built his Victorian-style house in Ontario where he and his wife raised their 3 children. William had a brother by the name of Lyman Stewart, who was the founder and president of Union Oil, today Unique House 76. The Stewarts were the founders of the Stewart Citrus Association, which used to exist on A Street in downtown Upland. Mr. Stewart built his second home here on D Street and 1st Avenue closer to their business for their personal residence and Grove House. It was built in 1911 for only $5,000 in the craftsman style. It's a 2-story house built with a basement where Mary Stewart would often have tea parties and social gatherings. Guests would enjoy the ambience, the wonderful view of the mountains to the beautiful rosebush garden. The home was occupied by the Stewarts all the way until their deaths, William in 1930 and Mary in 1950. The house was then converted into an apartment complex for many years, but then in 1972 it became a restaurant known for its hot bread and soups. It's been some sort of restaurant ever since. Molly's Super opened up in 1990 and is a local favorite. She has purposely kept the house in its original state and maintained it to where all the features in the house are all original. Even after 108 years, this house is a golden example of early Upland's architecture, still fitting its time and era today as well as it did over a century ago. Alrighty, so here we are on the 2nd story here at Molly's, and there's 4 bedrooms up here and a couple of restrooms. I'm going to show you everywhere on the 2nd story, starting with this bedroom right here. One thing about Molly's is that this interior is 100% original. It hasn't been upgraded in any way, so these doors, these walls, the floor, 100% original. And this is one of the bedrooms upstairs that's now a living area. And right next to this room is an original 1950s kitchen that was once a porch, and during the 1950s it was converted into the kitchen. Okay, and just outside of this bedroom is the hallway. Not very big. As you can see, there's some tables up here to eat. I'm not sure if this area is used for the general public or if it's just for the family. Let me know if you're whatever you're rolling. Okay, cool. In case if you're wondering what a 1920s restroom looks like, here it is right here.
Dude, that door just opened.
What door just opened? Is it rolling?
Yeah.
That door just opened on its own right now. When I was doing that last take, let's go in there.
Man, I don't know if we're supposed to go in there.
It just welcomed us. Hello? Interesting. Could be somebody's bedroom. That stopped you in the tracks, man. What do you think that was, Sean?
Man, a ghost.
A ghost. You know, there are stories that this place is haunted. There's been numerous of paranormal investigators coming over here and finding evidence. So maybe this was some evidence.
Man, it's time to go.
The original 1920s bathtub as well. Original 1920 sink. And an original 2016 toilet. Do we have permission to be in here, Sean?
I don't think so.
It's locked. Darn. Let's go over here and check this area out. This is a, what is this? It's another bedroom right here.
Damn, doorknob fell off.
In 1972, there was a family known as the Melky family who moved in here who was operating a restaurant. They had 6 children. 2 of their boys used this closet for their bedroom, and they, gotta watch out for that door handle. And they actually installed a window for the boys. Alrighty, so that is what the second story looks like over here at Molly Super. Now we're gonna go and find Molly so she can talk about the history of Molly Super herself. Let's go.
They all say the same thing. That young man looks his like, yeah. So there was this whole like painting. See it on the?
Yeah.
It's like an eye and my grandkids, my granddaughters, are real into paranormal and all. But they when we ended up, the one thing they asked me, they're both in college now, was Nana, don't ever paint the eye. So there's an eyeball back here. And it takes up the whole, but it's a total 70s peace love.
Oh yeah, it has a look to it. It has colors
it does.
to it. Oh yeah.
And the center of it looks like you're looking out this window, like at a tree or something. It's just, but anyway, my granddaughters were like, Nana, you can never get rid of the eye. Early 70s, before it became a restaurant, was when it was a home, people rented it and it was a home. Oh. And I'm almost positive someone lived down here. And the steps go to the outside and there's a big,
okay, so that's the
metal basement door from the outside. The first day I came here, I had followed it for about a year before I ended up getting it. And they only wanted, I want to say $35,000. For $30,000, what does that entail? And he said, well, it's as it is. And then I realized that $35,000 that I was going to give these people for the name needed to go into the place, so I had to walk away from it. And he said, well, I have to come down and do an inventory. I said, I need to meet with you. And he's like, let me come down and clean it up and do an inventory. I said, I'll do it. And he said, well, I have to do that. I'm like, I'll do it. Just come down. Can I come with you and see what's going on? So he showed up and started walking around. He's like, oh yeah, they're gone. So I said, what's down there? Same thing with the basement. So he opened those doors and there was a fake casket here. So I looked down and I was like, when you have that like outer,
oh yeah,
I scared, and it was a Halloween kind of thing, but it's like the worst thing you would ever want to see in a basement somewhere. So yeah.
And that's when you opened up Molly's in 1990. The rest is history.
Mm-hmm. Great. 1990. Because I said I need to buy it within 5 years. I need to, and he's like, we could do that.
Does it lead to anywhere?
Yeah, it goes under the house as an overflow for the tank.
Need to get in here?
That's not a task for me.
Yeah, me either.
Oh wow.
Yeah, smells like that.
So this is a smaller storage space. For
it is. Yeah. Oh god. I saved the camera and not you. Sorry.
It's alright.
I was like totally. I did. I saved the camera.
I didn't even know that was there.
I'm so sorry.
That's a blooper
and
for
I
us.
pushed you and hold.
Well, everyone, that's going to conclude this vlog. Thank you very much for watching, and Sean, thank you very much for allowing me to use your camera.
No problem.
And for your time, and for the drone shots as well.
Yeah, no problem.
In the future, I'm going to be using an iPhone 5 for my vlogs. I understand that the quality of my vlogs isn't very good. He's laughing over here, but you're not the first one to laugh or the last one. But that's all right. So hopefully the quality of my vlogs will get better. Thank you very much again for watching. I'm Jerry James with Ontario History Vlogs, reminding you to live, learn, and to explore. Until the next time, see ya.
See ya.
Sticker that says God, guns, and guts. That's what made America strong. and if you have a firefighter's decal or a Marine Corps one, Semper Fi, then you're a real 909er.